Do you have a quote or a saying that has been just ridiculously taken out of context? One of my favorite is obviously rather thicker than one usually sees. Yes, quite rigid, 10 1/4 inches. Well, today we're exploring that in D&D with what are your best out of context phrases you've heard or said at the table, part 3. Where are my hands? Does the Goliath have genitals? How fast can you get that armor off? I would like to eat the Sphinx. Don't fuck with the mailman. Actually, I'm not a doctor. I throw the soap at the barbarian. Elementary, dear Watson. We are going to burn their limbs off. Why did you kick me out the window? This man just ripped an arrow from his shoulder. Ugh. Ouch. In the books, it looked so epic. They say never fight a shark in the water, but nothing about fighting one on top of it. Kaifak dragonborn barbarian with a ring of water walking. My female warlock who is constantly trying to save up money to the female cleric looking to buy a diamond for a revivify at a jewelry store. If we pretend to be lovers, I bet we can get a discount. If you tell them you're a cleric, they'll just sell it to you at full price. The cleric agrees with the plan. We go in, and she leads the negotiations because my character can't speak Dwarvish, and we're in a dwarven city. Gets to the point where she's making her pitch, basically like, I want to buy my girlfriend a gift. Roll persuasion. Can I cuddle with her to give advantage? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Cleric's player proceeds to roll a nat 20. Ooze your daddy. Neil, our polar master fighter, fighting some oozes in Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Fireball is a touch spell, if you ain't a little bitch. Collateral damage is still damage. I rode here on my high horse, and I am not about to get off it to talk to you. Our paladin, who is currently on a horse, to a commoner. Wow, 3 damage, what a chat! Yes, I'm sure I'd like to light my torch in the gas-filled room. He blew up. Can you make Poseidon unangry at my ancestors? I want to rage cook the steak. I don't even know how that's possible. How long does a Fae hold a grudge? I'll find the person who taught me Firebolt and burn their house down. After said player missed 5 Firebolt attacks in a row. What do you want me to do? I want to read the giant skeleton my book of goblin smut. My dwarf rogue stunned him for a turn because of this. I would like to sneakily approach the faint resemblance of an entity by climbing on this tree canopy and shadow stepping closer. Leaves rustle, a rod falls immobile from a tree 20 feet away from the party. Note to self when approaching a pack of yetis whilst on top of a tree, be quiet. Not mine, but my friend was in a group and was face to face with a dragon. He was about to die by being eaten, and out of desperation he said, please don't eat me, I taste like regret. Rolled something like a 23 on persuasion, and suddenly the dragon had second thoughts about eating the poor wizard. You can put on as many layers as you want, but you can only get so naked. The rogue when getting asked on whether she prefers hot or cold weather. I will make breakfast. Puts on a kiss the witch apron. Mwah. I am making non-demon bacon. A dragon, an archaeologist, and a schizophrenic warlock walk into a tavern. And that's how a campaign starts. What are you? A love counselor or my commanding officer? Let it be known on this day that we accidentally recreated Kong vs. Godzilla in D&D, and Kong Fen won. I cast gun! Go Remington! Warlock. We must do the one thing every witch hates to do. Go to church. We will be back in pronto. Who is Pronto, and why will you be in him? Time to airdrop the kaiju. I don't breathe fire, said the black dragonborn to a petty noble. Who the hell do you think you are? I am Bob Shumbucket. So I have this divine soul sorcerer, and thanks to a combination of our generally chaotic neutral party and random magical events happening around him, which he was unprepared for, he developed his signature catchphrase, magical bullshit! After the party accidentally places an important NPC in the house's pantry to try to keep her safe, the assassin trying to kill her charges into the pantry and shuts the door behind him. Okay, who put the NPC in the pantry by herself? What did we learn today? That we should put more people in pantries? We started a new campaign where we basically got Isaka'd into D&D. I think that's what it is. My character has a sister, and the first thing he said to her after he noticed they looked different than they did before, "You look better than earlier." Discussing how to go about defending a city, I, with my Dragonborn Ranger, say,
Alright, here's the plan. You two start digging a long pit along the entirety of the city edge. We'll surround the very outer rim with barbed wire. I'll start working on a giant metal rhombus with like 8 horsepower, and together we can end all wars. For like 20 minutes because plot.
Can I check behind the waterfall? It's lava. Same premise. I'm sorry I stole half your lifespan. You are the voice of reason, so voice, start reasoning. You're not trading your child for soup. Good soup is no excuse for selling your soul or your child. Man, whew, that month-long trip through the mountains felt like half a year. We had a lot of breaks due to scheduling difficulties. From my character, who is secretly a Damphir. So, you are cannibals as well? That got the party going. My bird extends its wing and electrocutes the undead Minotaur. I will follow Ray's dirty socks everywhere, no matter what. Female half-orc barbarian to human cleric named Ray, while discussing how many rooms to get at the inn. I didn't get to the city of brass by thinking out my decisions. I know a guy. I don't know if they're still alive or not, but don't worry, I know a guy. Silas Hawthorne trying to help an injured mage after fighting a rampaging ancient construct that almost killed him and the mage. I say to you, O champion of mine, and I say it from my heart, there are those who will bargain away their souls just to live a little longer. I am not one of them. Life must be worth living. Life must be lovely and delicious and invariably sweet. Nothing has ever lived that will not die. So what matters now is how we use our time. Rutger Walter Farnsworth, an opulent noble. DM makes me do a quest to gain Draconic stuff. I grant you skin as hard as a dragon's skin. My character with a 7 intelligence, upon being asked what that means, I guess I don't need to wear pants? In a fight against Tiamat, I said, "Ooh, that tickles," in response to her fire breath in an attempt to make her as angry as possible, or at least to get her attention. In addition to telling her to fight me like the goddess you claim to be, you 5-headed hag. I'm a little bit of a Bjorn, so don't expect marbles. What does consent mean? Yeah, I guess I shouldn't drink and teleport. Do you think I would die if I licked it gently? Oh god. Ugh. Why are you playing with Boom Boom stuff? I know, he's too short to be a meat shield. I'm going to blow this. Do you know how many mouths have touched? I'm surprised that's the one that got me. Did I tell you about my visions the other night? They were not fun. I got dropped in the ocean again. My cleric, who is deathly afraid of being in the open ocean because an ancestor angered Poseidon. I want to lick the dagger. You do not evaporate immediately. But evil is so delicious. I am a mimic disguised as a changeling, disguised as a human, wild-shaped into a horse that has human arms. What the fuck? Are you like a mimic centaur fucking changeling? I'm confused. Rift's game, we were fighting space zombies and had to fight an alien invasion. Contact the alien armada. I would like to discuss terms of surrender. Okay, let's discuss. Sadly, we do not have the facilities to hold you all, so we may have to kill most of you. Rolled a nat 100 on an attack, causing a solar mass ejection, which took out half the armada. A day later, so it looks like we may have the room now. Dwarves are good at being dwarves. The skull sits there, dead. Sometimes a statue is just a statue. Good news, you're only a failure. He had abs like a washboard and legs like a Wookiee flamingo. Excuse me? My favorite drink is bleak. And you shattered the arcane lock with your bare hands. His actual lung breath. I can't properly convey the world without Hooker. Jesus Christ. Only the stupid die brave deaths, whilst the smart ones mourn the loss. To the party. You guys know something is wrong when my evil mafia enforcer is the moral compass of the party. Would I recognize this door lock as a common way that people lock their doors here? I would say probably yes, because you've seen doors before. The wizard, upon learning that the kingdom is entering a war. What's this about a war? Well, when one military force and an opposing military force go, No, fucking idiot. I know how babies are made. That's not what I meant. Cleric getting distracted from casting Raise Dead on our ranger. I guess Pika's not getting any deader, so I can do this later. Barbarian after failing all of her previous checks to open a door. That's a 38. Does that break through the door? Her axe breaks while breaking the door. The barbarian in real life just goes. What do you do tonight? I'm going to read. I'm going to pray. I'm going to sleep. It's like 7 p.m. Early to bed, early to rise leaves a man healthy, wealthy, and ready to bathe himself in the blood of his enemies. So, we have an infinite lemon? Yeah. So, if we use shape water, we can turn the lemon juice into a torture ice Why do you two always want to break the Geneva Convention? Your husband was kidnapped by the goblins, and we're here to help rescue him. My husband has been dead for the last 10 years. Who the fuck are you? What do I feel when I hold it? You want to eat it. I thought that was usually my thing. We can't freeze the waterfall of souls, that's evil. Well, to be fair, the party has been trending morally gray for a while now. Male Artificer to the male Paladin. Take off your clothes. What? I need to mend your armor. I have fire resistance, I want to do the fire. True words spoken by a family friend, yet we, still to this day, don't know what doing the fire entails. Ugh. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. Insight check. -1 with guidance. So while everyone else figures out Jack is the murderer, you figured out the secrets of the universe. And then your stomach growled. Hey everybody, Brian Von VA here, just making sure to check in after the vid. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified whenever we post or go live. And If you want to submit a story to us, please do so on our subreddit r/MrRipper. And if you really want to, you can come check out our TikTok and our Twitch. Twitch is where we go ultra live, and TikTok is where we post 30 to 60 second little video skits. You'll probably enjoy them if you want a rapid fire Mr. Ripper session. And of course, Brian Von VA here. Check me out on all social media. I stream on Twitch, and I make videos on YouTube, and I do some random goobly gop on fucking TikTok. Links are in the description below. As always, I try to leave things on a positive note. Today is no different. I just want to say one thing. Keep being you. No matter what anyone else says in the world, just keep being you. Do the best you that you can be, and don't worry about what other people say. If someone says, well, you're not doing this right, you're not doing this right, learn from your mistakes, of course. But don't change for a single soul. You are who you are. Change for you and nobody else. Make sure that you are doing your best, because the rest of the world, they're either going to be there tomorrow or they're not. You are going to have to go to sleep with yourself every single day till the day you die. So just be you and be happy and be good to each other and to yourselves. Love you all. Be safe. Be happy. See you next time. Bye for now.